rage, pain. It's all coming out at once.
I don't know what it is this year, but we are just having the absolute worst luck with gaming, aren't we? Hello folks, I don't need to ask what's up because I already know what's on everybody's mind. What I'd like to start out with though is asking what exactly might be on Wildcard, Instinct Games, or Grapeshot's mind. If you're not sure what's going on with the Atlas, just to bring you up to speed, let me go ahead and break down the timeline. At around 6:14 a.m. there were two screenshots posted related to Atlas, one including a group of soldiers of the damned, and the second including a high desert free port with a giant chocobo. Sometime in the morning, they said that they were releasing the Atlas extended trailer before the game launched. The timer was ticking on the website playatlas.com, and this game had over 100,000 people watching on Twitch. And apparently this game even ended up passing up Fortnite on Twitch for a little bit there. That's right folks, Atlas jumped another 100,000 something players viewing it just on Twitch alone. But will that ever happen again? What happened around 3:30 p.m. was the big kicker. The game was delayed until the 21st of December, but however, not only was it delayed, but that message was released in a borderline incognito way alongside the Atlas extended game trailer, with the most casual message you could ever imagine. Pathfinders, Atlas will be launching on Friday, the 21st of December, we'll see you there. Oh wait, you mean to tell me that we had our timer set on our site to go live for today, on the 19th, and advertised it everywhere? Whoops. Delays happen all the time in this industry we invest in. It can be very frustrating on the development side of things, spending hours if not days trying to assess issues and fix them for the general public so we can have a smooth experience. But the problem is here, for one, we received no reason as to why the game was delayed, only that it'd be launching the 21st as if we weren't already waiting for that today. The second is that they waited until the timer ticked down to 0 to make everyone aware. Made everything seem like it was jolly good up until an hour after it was supposed to launch, and then it felt like they went about their day after the delay as if nothing happened. This is a huge issue, and I'm not sure if there was a big miscommunication going on or if Steam had something to do with that or what, but it doesn't matter at this point because a huge chunk of the player base that was planning to buy the game has probably exited the building. You can't just neglect your potential customer base like this and expect everything to be okay for you next time. This isn't something that's brand new as well. There were numerous issues with Ark that I luckily didn't have the displeasure of fully experiencing, but I did have the displeasure of experiencing stuff like this in Dark and Light, a game that I loved and supported for a year. Woke up every day to search the web for things like screenshots and GIFs to post to the Discord for the community to enjoy. Spent a great deal of time just wishing for the game and researching all I could and informing people about it, only to find in the end that the game just wasn't up to par, at least not in early access. And me doing something like that, supporting the game and building my hype unnecessarily that hard is something I try to avoid doing all the time. Didn't work with Bless, but we'll get past that. It only breeds disappointment most of the time, and we're unfortunately starting to feel the same thing here. Going forward, I seriously hope Wildcard, Grapeshot, and Instinct will be on their A game. This better be a damn good pirate game is all I've got to say, because what I'll say next always applies, and that is that first impressions are everything. If you don't produce a product worth paying for or investing in on day one, people won't do it. With Steam especially, if the game isn't even semi up to par or up to par, those reviews can take a turn for the worst really fast. That's why you see so many games getting dunked on the first day, because if people can't even get past a service selection or a loading screen, they won't be able to tell in good faith that they can recommend the game to other people. So alongside this announcement, as I said before, they released the Atlas extended trailer. And as many of you have probably guessed, people have made their voices clear and expressed how they aren't okay with how the announcement was handled today. Which is a shame for you Wildcard, because this was actually a decent trailer. I liked it. But it was hard to get excited about it knowing that my hopes of showcasing the video and playing the game on my off day of work just got shattered. Which is sad, I know, and of course that feeling that a lot of other people are getting, of being left in the dark as to what the hell happened today. This type of thing can definitely harm trust, and 2018 has probably been one of the worst years for gaming in a while, and this type of stuff needs to be handled better. Shouldn't be having to watch the Atlas general chat to see if some type of explanation or at the very least an apology arises, which apparently happened. But back to the trailer. It is a lot of what we've seen already, but it does feature some new things such as what appears to be an in-game Christmas decor in this town, with penguins walking around alongside a polar bear and yeti on the left side there. The desert freeport we saw before in the screenshot log today is also in there, alongside dancing around a campfire, more footage related to sailing, another demonstration of boarding ships by horseback riding or grappling, and you'll also be able to jump right on one if you choose so as well. There's also the ghost ship that's filled with the crew of the damned, some action related to the fort assault and defense, which does look pretty awesome, a better look at the treasure hunting as well as the Gorgon creature, which seems to look a lot like Medusa, only way uglier. Then we get a better look at the ghost ship and something that was up for discussion right after, which is the pterodons. Now a lot of people are against the idea of flying tames being in the game, and it's honestly very understandable as to why. If I had to guess, some of the reasoning might have to do with the fact that, well, flying mounts can take the experience out of exploration, or in this case make it incredibly easier to find discovery zones or scout enemy territory. Not to mention, if you're able to fly on one of these things, you could get 60 dudes on pterodons and assault an enemy galleon. Can't exactly turn those cannons up in time. I hope these animals are strictly for hunting or combat pets at the most and not for flying on. The temporarily tameable dragon, which I already have concerns with, should be the extent of it in my opinion. If that thing's capable of burning down hundreds or thousands of hours of work in the form of a galleon in minutes, then you've already got a bigger problem on your hands. The next clip involves a poor sailor or sea lass getting into a slightly kinky encounter with the mermaid that I'm sure some of us would like to experience for educational purposes, and to maybe sort of find out if it's tameable. She looks awesome, I'll say that. We also get some glider action, some rock climbing, which says that we actually do get to be Lara Croft in the game, and that was not a glitch. Should be awesome actually. Shipwreck mining with subsuits it looks like, and an even better look at the Kraken god. This game needs to work, wildcard, honestly. Flamethrower cannon to cause some massive damage, more of that dragon that we spoke about briefly earlier, and a little bit of what holes in your ship will look like as a leak. The very last thing showcased is what will be included in the dev kit for mod support. So it's the biplane that we spoke about in the pcgamer article video. Apparently tanks will be included with that. And it looks like airships and submersibles may strictly be mod support only, which would be pretty cool to say the least. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. The game looks amazing and there's a lot of features to love here, but the team behind it really needs to make sure they're paying attention to their community. If it's too hard in its current state, it seems like the company would do good with hiring more staff. Maybe community managers dedicated to updating the community on what's going on, more community mods because the Atlas Discord was running rampant earlier because nobody was giving us any kind of updates or anything. I'm sure there's got to be a lot of volunteers as well. Also having beta tests or some type of stress test, etc. But alas, that's all we have to talk about today. Now the ball's in their court, so we'll see what happens on Friday. I'm expecting another delay honestly, but if not, I'll be playing it while working from home or making content on it if the system goes down at work again. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful night or day. Farewell, and stay strong.